Good day, everyone. I am Dr. Shayanti Das. I am the lead clinician at Doconline, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all to today's webinar, which is a part of our ongoing commitment to health awareness. For those of you who may be new to Doconline, we are a leading primary healthcare organization dedicated to making healthcare quality accessible to all. Our primary service is telemedicine, which enables us to offer consultations in 14 different Indian languages, ensuring that language is never a barrier to receiving care. With a subscriber base of over 6.2 million people, we are proud to have a diverse team of 65 doctors specializing in 27 different fields. At Doconline, we harness the power of technology to bridge gaps in healthcare, reaching those in need, no matter where they are or their socioeconomic background. Through webinars like this one, along with our initiatives, we are devoted to spreading awareness about key health issues and encouraging a healthier lifestyle. We hope you find today's session both informative and engaging, and we encourage you to participate actively. This is a broadcast type of a webinar, so towards the end of the webinar, you may ask your questions under the Q&A section. Even during the webinar, whenever a question is being asked, you can answer in the chat box. So today's webinar is about secrets to sustained weight loss. And with that, let me introduce our presenter for today, Dr. Prashant Darvesi. Dr. Prashant is a consultant pediatric surgeon with over 13 years of experience and a renowned expert in the field of weight loss. He has done MBBS, MS surgery, MCH in pediatric surgery. He has also done PGDHHM, hospital management, and PGDMLS, medical legal. So, why is it that today he will be speaking about weight loss? He himself lost 10 kgs in 6 months. The exhilaration of a significant achievement infused a tremendous amount of enthusiasm to explore the world of wellness and fitness further. With years of experience and a deep understanding of the challenges faced by individuals struggling with their weight, Dr. Prashant is on the road to inspire and help people achieve their health and fitness goals. So, with that, over to you, Dr. Prashant.
Okay, so I hope I am audible as well as clearly visible, right, Dr. Santhi?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. So good afternoon, everyone. I can see there are almost 413 people who have logged in, and I'm sure this is a very hot topic, weight loss, and our country, not only our country, but actually I think the entire globe is actually in the epidemic of this weight loss and epidemic of this overweight problems and obesity problems, and the kind of burden, economical burden that we have because of this obesity and associated lifestyle diseases is just staggering. In fact, by 2030, this economical burden is going to hit almost $47 trillion. That is the healthcare industry, and 70 to 80% of this healthcare industry is actually about lifestyle diseases. And the major chunk, okay, yes, heart attacks are the commonest cause, but yes, if you go deeper, you will see that overweight and obesity actually is at the heart of these heart attacks as well. Okay, so we are going to talk about how this problem of overweight can be tackled, what are the challenges that people face, what all myths are associated with this, and I am sure a lot of questions which are there lingering in your mind probably since a few months, few years, or probably decades. We'll be addressing those questions as well. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to share a presentation and then okay. I hope this is visible, right, Dr. Santhi?
Yes,
Clearly?
it is visible. Absolutely.
Very good. Very good. Good. So good. So here's my introduction. I'm a consultant pediatric surgeon. So it is not that I'm not doing any pediatric surgical practice as such. Yes, today morning also I operated one circumcision, and yes, I'm here. I'm helping people also for weight loss, diabetes reversal, thyroid reversal, and so on and so forth. So I'm also health and wellness coach since last 9 years. I'm a member of medical advisory board at WQ community. I'm also a member of Indian Society of Lifestyle Management as well. Okay. So what we are going to do today is that first we want to categorize that who this webinar is for. All right, now there can be different categories, that people are who have joined here. They can be from different categories. Okay. Some of you might be seriously looking, some of you might be just want to have a look, some of you, ठीक है कुछ तो knowledge मिल जाएगा, with that kind of attitude. But I just want to be very clear that this webinar actually will make the maximum sense for these people. Okay, if you seriously want to work on your health, you're suffering from lifestyle diseases like diabetes, heart problems, thyroid, PCOS, and so on. You want to prevent yourself from lifestyle disease. Okay, and probably you want to prevent yourself because you have seen somebody else, or you probably have a strong positive family history. Somebody has died of heart attack, somebody has diabetes, suffering since years, or whatever it is. Okay, you have a strong family history. You want to live the life of your dreams. You are fed up with the overweight problem and the challenges which you are facing because of it, and you have some dreams. You want to roam around the world, you want to be fit, you want to run marathons and whatnot, and you want to live the life of your dreams. You want to get rid of medications because these medications are actually creating side effects, and you don't really like them. Okay, you want to fit in the clothes of your choice. Okay, you go to the showroom, you go to the mall, you're trying out the clothes, but they are not fitting in, and that's very frustrating. Okay, you want to look good and attractive. You're struggling, to have a baby. Probably you're suffering from PCOS and infertility, and you're losing confidence. Okay, and this is a very common thing, losing confidence. You want that confidence back. फिर से वो confidence चाहिए, and really, you want to be happy at the heart. Okay, so if any of this you're looking for, this webinar is for you. Okay, and I want to give you some hope. Okay, because this is Dr. Hitesh, a gynecologist, busy gynecologist. He had tried weight loss for almost 5 years, different types of protocols. I'll not go into the details of what all things he tried, but he used to lose around 8, 9 kgs and then he used to gain it back. Okay. And he actually came on a healthy lifestyle. And you see the transformation, what has happened. He has lost 26 kgs, 28 kgs in 6 months. His BP medications got stopped. Mother lost not 13 kgs, but 19 kgs actually. Okay, his wife also lost 10 kgs during the same time. His muscle cramps were gone, and his lipid profile got corrected. Better skin glow, confidence started improving. In fact, his patient started telling him, "वो जो डॉक्टर साहब यहाँ पे पहले बैठते थे वो कहाँ पे चले गए?" Okay, so that was the compliment. He still gets it. Okay, and this is almost 2.5 to 3 years old testimony. He's still maintaining. He still refers his patients to me who are looking for weight loss and all that. Okay, so the reason I have posted this is because this is possible. If you're looking for it, it is possible. Okay, very important. And yes, this is also very important. Okay, who this is not for. Okay, if you are in the pursuit of building your career, like for example, in our case, if you're in from medical fraternity, you're into your practice building. तो क्या होता है प्रैक्टिस बिल्डिंग में वो जुनून जो है प्रैक्टिस बिल्डिंग का वो इतना है कि health is a secondary thing. You really don't care about your health at that time. I have been through it. Okay, and probably if you are into that thing, or probably you are still studying something like that, you're still pursuing your education, health is not a priority. Okay, then this webinar, you have a feel good factor, enjoy, but most of the times you're not going to take any action at the end of the webinar. All right, if health is not a priority for you, okay, and if you're too much focused on other activities that you don't have time to work on your health, okay, you basically can't give your health as a priority, and there are too many things on the plate, and health is priority number 10, it's not going to work. Okay, and of course, if you're pregnant and your baby is less than 6 months, do not work on a weight loss protocol. Okay, later on after 6 months, then you can start working. And yes, if you have CKD and you're on dialysis, then this webinar is not for you. Okay, because for you, you will need certain specific things. This is going to be a little different for you. Okay, so you have heard about me, but why you should listen to me? Okay, who is Dr. Prashant? And there's so many other doctors also who can do the presentation, but why you can listen to me, I would like to talk about that as well. Okay, because this is my story. I have been through what you have been. Okay, I came back from abroad and I started putting on weight. I reached almost 80 kgs and all that, and you can see this. I had late night dinners, hectic schedules, unpredictable timings, time mila to खा लेने का, ठीक है, skipping meals, frequent junk, workouts. Dr. Prashant and workout, no correlation till 36 years of my age. Okay, I never worked out. I never joined gym. Okay, at the age of 36, that was the first time I joined gym. So I'd never done any workouts. I'd never done any diet plan or anything. But my weight was increasing, and I used to think, okay, it's fine. There is nothing major deal about it. Why to worry? अगर मुझे कोई बीमारी नहीं हुई है तो चिंता करने की कोई बात नहीं है. And I'm sure a lot of people in this webinar might be like me, okay, who think they are healthy because they don't have any lifestyle diseases, okay. But I did something called as a Karada scan or probably body fat composition, which showed my body metabolic age as 45. I was 35 years of age at that time, and that triggered. Okay, that was the time that I decided, no, I have to do something because that hit my hot button. I always wanted to be young, and when I saw that I'm actually 45 years of age, इसका मतलब मैं बूढ़ा होने लगा था. I am aging, I am becoming older. And then, I decided, no, whatever it is, I should start working on my health. Okay. So that was a negative motivation. And I'm telling you, negative motivation is very, very powerful. And if you have any of the negative motivations, you don't want medicines, you don't want to suffer from lifestyle diseases and blah, 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 then, this is for you. Then this is going to work for you. So that was the negative motivation for me. Okay. And I got in touch with a community with the help of which, I had not only transformed myself, but, I started reading a lot of books. I started speaking on stage about health, wellness, fitness, started, joined the gym, started doing workouts, even conducted a lot of online, live workouts also. And then I transformed myself. Okay. I came down from 79.8 kgs to 62 almost. And currently I'm maintaining. This is, if you can see here, this is in 2023, but I achieved this weight almost in, in 2016, 17. Okay. And this is 2024. I am bang between 64 and 65. Okay, irrespective of my cheat meals also. Okay, and you should see this. My visceral fats, dropped down from 11.5 to 6, and body age dropped down from 45 to 37. Currently, I am 45 years of age, and my body metabolic age is 37. Okay, so these were the changes which happened in me. Okay, and this was the transformation. You can see I've lost 17 kgs, 4 inches down, became younger, fitter than ever before. And at this point of time, actually, I'm thinking about bodybuilding as well. Okay, and the confidence is all time high. And those who have actually gone through this journey, they know that there is a big shift in confidence which happens. And that is the reason that I would say that these are some of the reasons. I have done it myself. I have been through it. I have been there, done that, and I have gone through what you are going through right now. Okay, and that's the reason that if you listen to this, okay, this can help you a lot. Okay, so about myself, I'm a pediatric surgeon. I'm the founder of the online obesity clinic. Okay, so basically we help doctors for weight loss, diabetes reversal, thyroid reversal, and all and so on. Okay, and yes, there are non-medicals also who come as references to us. We help them as well for this lifestyle changes. Okay, I'm a featured wellness coach at WQ Community, member of medical advisory board also. You have almost 90 to 95% of success rate. Okay, अब ऐसा नहीं है कि बाकी के जो 5% लोग हैं उनको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ा. They also get the benefit. But yes, in some cases, the weight loss can be a little bit slow, but 90 to 95% they will lose at the rate of 2 to 4 kgs per month. Okay, so that is what we have achieved, and we have helped 1,000+ people to transform their health, and hundreds of them are doctors. Okay. This is our community. Okay, we have almost 120,000 followers. Okay, on Facebook, it's there in almost 60 to 70 countries. It's a group of wellness enthusiasts, basically people who have transformed their health and they become a part of community. They start helping other people as well. Okay, so let's talk about what we are going to cover today in this webinar. Okay, so first thing which we want to cover is busting myths about weight loss. Okay, and we'll talk about all the myths. Okay, how healthy lifestyle is the key. We never actually focus on weight loss. I had never focused on weight loss in any of my client and neither in myself. It is always a healthy lifestyle first, and weight loss, diabetes reversal, thyroid reversal, PCOS reversal is always a byproduct. Okay, and healthy lifestyle is something that you don't do just for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, something like that. No, you do it lifelong. You understood? Okay, so it's a healthy lifestyle. That's the key. How our diet doesn't have to be fancy, but it has to be simple and easy. Okay, and we'll talk about it. Okay, the basics of workout, the sleep hygiene. Okay, and this sleep hygiene, it is so much disturbed. Even I struggled with it. Okay, to be frank, I also struggle with the sleep hygiene because there's so much amount of work which is there throughout the day. I'm not doing any time pass on social media, watching reels and all that, but still the work is so much that it is a demanding thing these days, and we have to learn the sleep hygiene. Okay, the importance of environment, belongingness, 3 phases of weight loss transformation, and the 6 pillars of health. Okay, these are the things that we are going to discuss today. So the first question which I want to ask you guys is this. All right, and I want you to type in the chat box. Okay. And Dr. Santi can help me, what are the responses? Since how many years are you suffering from overweight or any lifestyle problem? Okay. You can type in the chat box because this session I want to be interactive. Okay. If you are interactive, if you are putting in your inputs, I can guide you also, okay, in a more comprehensive way. Okay. Probably you're suffering from maybe 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years. Type it. Okay. Tell me whether you have diabetes also, thyroid also, PCS problem also. So type it in the chat box so that I can understand. Okay. And if Dr. Santi, if you're getting the responses, then you can just tell me, what all responses you're getting. Yeah.
I think the response will come in a little few seconds later, because they are going to, it's that network issues that we have. So we can just wait for the results. We
No
have
problem. No problem.
someone anonymous coming in as 5 years. So the
5 years.
person is suffering since 5 years.
Okay. That's the usual figure. Most of them, they are struggling for 4 or 5 years. Some of
We
them,
do
they,
have, yes, we
yeah,
do have more responses. We have someone from childhood, from 6 years, from 3 years, and 7 years. So it's like it's more than 5 years so far as per the responses that we have received.
absolutely. So you see, basically the suffering is going on since so many years now. Okay. And we'll talk about it now. Okay. And I would like to know another feedback from you that, have you tried, losing weight earlier? So probably you must have tried something like, you can put that also in the chat box. Okay. Whether you have tried and you can mention, what you have tried. Probably you have tried certain things like vibration. Okay. Or probably skipping meals or probably intermittent fasting, or you must have gone on something called as a keto diet or GM diet. Okay. And there are so many things, water, just you're surviving just on water. Okay. And nothing else. Okay. Water fast. It is called as water fast. Okay. Then probably you tried, something called as calorie deficit also. So if you have tried anything like that, put it in the chat box. Okay. And Dr. Santhi, you can tell me, if you're
Sure.
getting the responses, then, just let me know what all things people have tried so that, I have an idea about what kind of things this crowd has tried earlier. Okay.
So,
So
firstly, with
yeah.
reference to the previous question that you asked, the maximum number of response that I had was definitely above 5 years. A few of
Hmm.
them had 2 to 3 years. They had thyroid issues, PCOD issues, and some of them have mentioned post-COVID, possibly because of the inactivity during the COVID times. I think
Correct.
the
Correct.
post-COVID has also come. And now
Correct.
for the second question that you have mentioned, a lot of people have mentioned diets, workout, keto diet, and had lost 8 kgs and then again gained it back. There are people who have tried gym workout, didn't work. They tried for other diet plans, then got
Hmm.
dehydrated.
Hmm.
So this has been the answer. GM diet, dieting, gym, paleo
Correct.
diet. So somebody
Correct.
tried paleo diet and reduced 10 kgs. Now I'm not
Hmm.
very sure whether that person is still maintaining that or not.
Okay.
Hasn't
Okay.
mentioned that. So
No worries.
calorie deficit with 10 plus 10,000 steps per day.
Steps. Right.
And
Right. Good.
then,
Good.
yeah, so
I think
different
that
varieties of diet. Yes, yeah,
yeah.
walking, running.
So those are, the usual thing. And okay. So these are the things probably, a lot of you must have faced. Okay. I didn't get any encouraging results. Result ही नहीं मिला तो छोड़ ही दिया. फिर क्यों करेंगे? And that yo-yo thing is happening. मैं 8-15 दिन के लिए करती हूँ या करता हूँ और फिर छोड़ देती हूँ. Okay. And again, someday you just awaken and then you start working on your health. Again, 8-15 days you work. One. ठीक है. So not really good encouraging results you are going to get. Oh, I get headaches, migraine. I have so many people. मेरा headache तो नहीं increase हो जाएगा ना if I'm going to get started. My cravings will increase. Okay. And because they have tried this calorie deficit, they have tried skipping meals and all that. And of course, your cravings are going to increase. Okay. I lost weight, but I gained it again. So common. This is almost everybody who comes to me has, had this history. Okay. 2-3 kg or 10 kg or 50. I had one person who had lost 36 kgs. And when he came to me, he had gained back 40 kgs. Okay. So, this is phenomenal. Okay. I couldn't follow it long, although I got results. My hair fall increased. Oh, I have to cook separate meals for me. Another thing. All right, I have to cook separately. Okay, my energy levels dropped. I'm not that motivated. Whenever I ask you, what do you think? What is the reason for you not getting the results? And they will always say, oh, I'm not that motivated. I'm not that consistent. And this is a genuine thing. Okay. ये कोई ख्याली पुलाव नहीं है. This is a genuine thing that they have. They are really not motivated. They are really not consistent. And we'll talk about it. Okay. Today, I don't have time. Okay. And so many other reasons. Probably you can add, many more to it. Okay. So we'll talk about all this. Okay. And if you have faced these problems and you're looking for the solutions, we'll talk about these solutions. Okay. And I'll tell you, okay, we should really understand why people struggle to lose weight. Okay. And most of the times, the bottom line is just weight. They're just standing on the scale and just checking their weight. That's the problem. That's a big problem. Okay. So we'll talk about why they struggle with, weight loss, because they don't address the root cause. Okay. And you don't have to, type the answer to this chat box, in the chat box, but I'll ask you a very simple question. Okay. अगर किसी बिल्डिंग में आग लगी है, if there is a fire in a building and the alarms ring, okay, alarms बज जाते हैं, use your common sense. What you should do? Should you switch off the alarm or should we extinguish the fire? क्या करना चाहिए? आपको बुझाना चाहिए या फिर अलार्म को बुझाना चाहिए? Okay, if somebody gets malaria and he gets fever, should we give him paracetamol or should we give him anti-malarials? What is the real treatment? Obviously the anti-malarials, right? Obviously we have to extinguish the fire here. Okay, but where most of the people who are doing weight loss, they are not addressing the root cause. And the root cause is what? The root cause is our lifestyle. And lifestyle is not just one thing. It's not just about workouts. It's not just about diet. There's so many elements in lifestyle. Okay, and we have to fix all those elements. And then, you can get the solution. So what they do, they fall prey to short-term, temporary, non-sustainable solution. And this word temporary is very important. People go for temporary solutions. मेरा weight loss हो गया ना, हाँ मेरी शादी है, ठीक है, मुझे 10 kg कम करना है, 10 kg खत्म हो गया ना, बस शादी हो गई, उसके बाद में खत्म. It comes back with a vengeance. Understood? That's a problem with a lot of people. Okay, so I want you to now type in the chat box. You want a temporary solution or a permanent solution? Write it down. Okay. टेम्पररी चाहिए, परमानेंट चाहिए. व्हाट इज टेम्पररी? हाँ मैंने वेट लॉस किया, फिर से रीगेन हो गया, ठीक है. हाँ मेरी शादी है, ठीक है, 2 महीने में शादी. एंड टिपिकली दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस, शादी है, मालूम है 1 साल पहले ही फिक्स हो गई रहेगी शादी, ठीक है, लेकिन वेट लॉस का जो है वो दिमाग में आता है कब? अभी 4 महीने में मेरी शादी है और मुझे 20 kg कम करना है, 40 kg कम करना है, उस टाइम पे सडनली याद आ जाता है, ठीक है. तो 1 साल से कुछ नहीं किया, 1 साल पहले ही शादी फिक्स हो चुकी है, ठीक है, बट यू हैव नॉट एक्टेड ऑन इट. ऑलराइट, सो you tell me, type in the chat box, you want a temporary solution or a permanent solution? Okay, and Dr. Sayanti, you can tell me what are the responses.
Oh,
I
I
hope
have
somebody
all permanent solution.
permanent.
We have caps lock written permanent solution. So it's that
Correct.
what.
Correct. I was going to say that, I hope you don't type temporary. All right. So good. Okay, you want a permanent solution. Now here is the thing. Okay, if you want a permanent solution, just think, use your common sense. Can the program be temporary? Can a temporary program give a permanent solution? So many times people say, oh, I did the program for 3 months. उसके बाद क्या? अच्छा छोड़ दिया, क्यों? Sustainable नहीं था. It was not sustainable. Then why did you do it? It was not a, you are looking for a permanent solution. Then why did you do a temporary program? Use your common sense. Understood? The only question that you have to ask is, can I do this lifelong? Okay. And if you are really working on a permanent solution, which is a long-term sustainable solution, and when you address the root cause, these are the results. You will get sustainable weight loss. Okay. Your headaches, migraine will reduce or disappear. They will not increase. है तो वो कम हो जाएंगे, आपके cravings disappear हो जाएंगे. I have one of my client who had 10 kgs of chocolates in his fridge. Okay, वो खाओ गली में जाता था ना तो 4 अलग-अलग डिश खा के आता था. Understood? This guy has lost almost 24 to 25 kgs in 7 months. Okay, and 5 kgs of chocolates he has distributed. Not because he is on a program, because he has lost the cravings. Cravings ही चला गया. वही खाओ गली में जाएगा अभी, लेकिन healthy items choose करके खाएगा. Why? Because he has lost the cravings. He eating those healthy items just because, oh, no, I am on a program. No, his cravings have gone. Understood. All right. And this is what should happen. Okay. You will maintain the lost weight for years. Here I am. I have lost my weight. 2015, I have lost 15 to 17 kgs. I am still maintaining since last 9 years. Okay. Your energy levels are 100% going to rise. No questions about it. Okay. Your fat mass drops down and muscle mass actually increases. Your motivation and consistency is automatic. Okay. Just imagine. Can Ritik Roshan imagine himself as an obese person ever? The moment he starts putting on, he's going to start working on it again because रसगुल्ला छक लिया एक बार और समझ में आ गया मीठा है तो छोड़ेंगे नहीं. Understood. Okay, this is what we want. Your consistency and motivation will become automatic. Skin glow is going to be better. All right, but if you are on a unhealthy program, skin glow is going to drop down. Okay, you are going to get fairer. All right, your acidity, GERD problems, they are going to disappear. Aches and pains are going to reduce. Okay, these are the side effects if you work on a root cause. All right, so if you're looking for this, then this session is for you. Okay, but before I talk about what all things we are going to include in a program, let's talk about what is the impact of of these health problems on your life. If you don't work on your health, what is going to happen? Let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about the 4 phases of health. First phase, healthy phase. I am healthy. I don't have any problem. No overweight, no issues, nothing. I am healthy, fit. Okay. Second phase is the disease phase. Disease phase means body starts giving signals. मुझे पेन हो रहा है, मुझे एसिडिटी हो रही है, मुझे कॉन्स्टिपेशन हो रहा है, मेरा एनर्जी लेवल थोड़ा सा ड्रॉप डाउन हो गया है, मेरा लिपिड प्रोफाइल थोड़ा सा डिरेंज आ गया है, मेरा B12 लेवल्स कम हो गया, मेरे विटामिन डी कम हो गया. All this come in unease phase. Okay, body starts giving signals and most of them will ignore. I have also done it. Okay, so you are no different than me. I am also like you only. Don't worry about it. I have also ignored it. Okay, and I always used to think, मैं तो ठीक हूँ ना, ठीक है 15 किलो ज्यादा है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, वैसे तो मैं हेल्दी हूँ ना, कोई बीमारी तो नहीं हुआ ना मुझको. That was my attitude. Okay, unease phase. All right, if you don't act in this unease phase, you will end up in disease phase. मतलब बीपी हो गया, डायबिटीज हो गया, हार्ट अटैक आ गया, नी जॉइंट के प्रॉब्लम्स हो गए, नी रिप्लेसमेंट्स एंड ऑल दैट करने पड़े. This is disease phase. Okay, disaster phase means your kidneys are damaged, heart attacks have done, and you go in a more complicated state wherein your life is becoming a burden for you, and not only for you but for your family also. It is a burden now. Okay, you have become a liability for your family also. That is disaster phase. Okay, I have one of my uncle. Okay, his kidneys are fired, he's on dialysis, and the entire family has to plan everything as per what he wants now. Understood. Okay, and it is so much of financial burden, so much of emotional burden, it is unimaginable. Understood. Okay, that is disaster phase. Okay, and if you really want to act, if you're in healthy phase, start acting now. If you're in unease phase, do not ignore. Okay, if you're in disease phase, reverse it as early as possible. Disaster phase, still there is a scope, you can still act. Okay, but more or less disaster phase may things are more or less irreversible. Okay, so what is the price that you'll have to pay if you don't work on your health? This is a real question, the price that you have to pay. Okay, first is the physical impact. Your energy levels drop down, daily chores also become difficult. Okay, सीढ़ियां चढ़ने में डिफिकल्टी हो रही है, घर के काम करने में डिफिकल्टी हो रही है. देयर आर लेडीज ओके हु हैव टोल्ड मी, मैं कुकिंग जब करती हूँ, थोड़ी देर के लिए कुकिंग करती हूँ, फिर रेस्ट लेती हूँ, फिर से कुकिंग करती हूँ, फिर से रेस्ट लेती हूँ, फिर तो जो कुकिंग आधे घंटे में हो सकता था उसको 1.5 घंटा लग रहा है. Understood. Okay, you can't climb stairs properly, you can't do what you love. Okay, मुझे ट्रैकिंग करना है, डांस करना है, मैराथन्स करना है, मुझे घूमना है. Okay, I want to roam around the world. I had one lady, she told me that हम वियतनाम गए, हम इधर गए उधर गए, ठीक है, और क्या किया, नहीं वो जो साइट सीइंग प्लेस था वहां पे चलना बहुत था, तो मैं बाहर ही रुकी रही और मेरे बाकी के फैमिली मेंबर जाके घूम गए. What a waste of money and what a waste of time also. Okay, so गए क्यों? Okay, so it doesn't make any sense if you are not actually able to do what you really want to do. Okay, and of course knee pains, back aches, headaches. Okay, so वो story चलता है actually, ठीक है, कि there is a dog actually who is sitting and he's crying. Okay, so one friend comes to that home and he asks why is the dog crying. तो वो बोलता है नहीं वो डॉग जो है ना वो कील पे बैठा हुआ है. ओके, ही इज सिटिंग ऑन अ नेल. फिर वो बोलता है फिर उठता क्यों नहीं. तो फिर वो दोस्त बोलता है नहीं उतना दर्द नहीं हो रहा. ठीक है, बहुत सारे लोगों का हाल ऐसा ही है. ठीक है, नी पेन से, बैक एक से चल रहा है, ठीक है, उतना दर्द नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है, इट्स ओके, आई कैन टॉलरेट. All right, fine. You are in unease phase or probably disease phase. You do not want to work on your health. It's okay. All right, but the physical impact is going to be enormous. Okay, and of course, you'll end up with diabetes, blood pressure, heart attacks, and whatnot. Okay, then that's a physical impact which is very high. Okay, then comes financial impact, and sometimes it's very, very bad. Yesterday, I was speaking with somebody. Okay, and this guy told me that there is a health condition in the family. His income is 1.5 lakhs, but his spending is 2 lakhs. Okay, because he has to spend on some health conditions. And I was shocked. There is so much amount of financial burden, 50,000 rupees in extra debt every month. Okay, that is the interest which is piling up over a period of time. Okay, and what happens? Your performance drops down. Okay, if your performance drops down, you limit your work. Okay, your growth plateaus, setbacks set in, promotions नहीं होते हैं आपके, आपका जॉब भी रहेगा कि नहीं आपको पता नहीं है, ठीक है, because if you're not performing, okay, then probably the company can knock you off. Okay, and doctors के case में you will not be able to do more surgeries or you'll not be able to see more patients. Of course there will be a limitation in the amount of income that you're going to make, and if some diseases set in like diabetes, blood pressure and all that, and if it gets complicated, 5,000 rupees per month at least उतना तो खर्चा होता ही है, and if you get admitted in ICU, 25 to 50,000 rupees are very easy to go. And that's a big, big, big financial burden. If somebody has gone through it, they know it. Okay. And the worst is this: our family members are forced to work. You are not able in a working condition. Now some other family member has to work. Okay. That's the first thing. All right. Emotional impact. You can't see yourself in the mirror. इतनी बार स्पेशली लेडीज, मैं आईने में खुद को नहीं देख सकती हूँ. मैं वार्डरोब जब खुलती है ना तो मेरा दिमाग खराब हो जाता है. ठीक है, मैं जब जाती हूँ ना शॉपिंग के लिए मॉल में और मैं कोई ड्रेस मुझे अच्छा लगा और मैं फिट करने की कोशिश करती हूँ, फिट नहीं होता ना, बस फिर हस्बैंड की हालत खराब हो जाती है, बिकॉज नाउ एवरीथिंग is going to get out on the husband. Okay, then the confidence drops down, anger issues, stress issues, they increase, फिर husband के साथ झगड़ा, फिर बच्चों के साथ झगड़ा, and your relationships are also getting affected over a period of time. Some people will also land up with divorces. Okay, slowly and steadily over a period of time. Okay, you can't take care of your kids properly, husband wife clashes and whatnot. Okay, so these are the problems. Okay, and this is a problem statement. Okay, the commonest cause of death in India is heart attacks, but the thing which leads to heart attack, major thing, is obesity. And you see, these are the list of diseases, that obesity is linked to, right from top to bottom. घर से लेके पांव तक सब कुछ obesity के साथ linked है. Okay, so this is a root cause. Why do you not want to address it? 1 out of 4 Indians are overweight or obese, and the best treatment is to prevent it. I always go, everywhere I go, I just keep observing people. कितने लोगों का पेट आगे बढ़ा हुआ है? How many of them have belly fat? Okay, and it is startling. Just go and see. And if you have 4 members in the family, उसमें से एक कम से कम overweight category में रहेगा. Understood? They will be having a belly fat. Understood? So before we talk about the plan, let's first address the common myths that hold us back. ये myths भी बहुत important है. We want to work. किसको काम नहीं करना है? सबको काम करना है. Everybody wants to work on their health. But there are things which hold us back. Those beliefs which hold us back. What are these beliefs? Okay. कोई मर्सिडीज कार को देखता है और बोलता है कि यार मैं मर्सिडीज खरीद ही नहीं सकता, ये तो मेरे औकात के बाहर है. That's a belief which you have deep inside. That guy is never going to buy Mercedes. Understood? Okay. Same thing. These are the common myths which are there related to this weight loss in your mind. Okay. The first myth, let's talk about it. It's very difficult to lose weight, and even if I lose it, I'll gain it back. Okay. This is a very common myth. Let's talk about it. Why this happens? This happens because people go for crash dieting. Okay. और 1 महीना कर लिया, 2 महीना कर लिया, somebody typed GM diet and all that. Okay, so crash dieting किया, स्लिमिंग सेंटर्स पे गए, वजन फटाफट कम भी हो गया, अच्छा लगा, ठीक है, and then once you come back to your original habits, you gain it back again. Calorie deficit, eat less, move more. ठीक है, घर वाले भी बताएंगे अरे थोड़ा सा कम खा, थोड़ा सा चल ज्यादा. It doesn't work because you will gain it back again. Okay, and there are reasons for it. Calorie deficit doesn't work, period. All right, there are a lot of arguments that people will do. Oh, no, देखिए calorie deficit काम कर, no, it doesn't work, period. Understood? All right. So what works is something called as calorie restriction. We'll talk about it later. Okay, artificial methods, liposuction, vibration, ये तो लोग इसीलिए मतलब करते भी तो उनको मालूम है ये फिर से होने की संभावना तो है ही, क्योंकि ये आर्टिफिशियल टेक्निक्स है, ठीक है, बेरियाट्रिक सर्जरी, लाइपोसक्शन, वाइब्रेशंस एंड ऑल दैट, फिर से होने के चांसेस है ही. अनहेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट, आजू बाजू में एनवायरनमेंट सही नहीं है, ठीक है, जहाँ पे घर में रहते हैं तो वहाँ पे खारी टोस्ट बिस्किट केक चॉकलेट्स वगैरह ये सब पड़ा हुआ रहेगा, अनहेल्दी एनवायरमेंट, ओके, दैट इज गोइंग टू बैकफायर एंड इग्नोरिंग अदर पिलर्स ऑफ हेल्थ। यू आर जस्ट वर्किंग ऑन डाइट, लेकिन बाकी के एक्सरसाइज स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट स्लीप इसके ऊपर कुछ काम ही नहीं किया, ओके। एंड दैट्स द रीजन दैट पीपल लैंड अप गेनिंग बैक अगेन और probably they find it very difficult to lose weight, okay. So what is the solution? Don't fall prey to non-sustainable regimes, okay, do not fall prey to that. Work on calorie restriction instead of calorie deficit, understood? Calorie deficit का बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, okay. Calorie deficit मतलब क्या है कि you are hungry but still you are eating less, understood? In calorie restriction you are eating less because you are full, मुझे भूख नहीं है इसीलिए मैं नहीं खा रहा हूं या खा रही हूं। क्यों भूख नहीं है? क्योंकि मैंने मेरे डाइट में फैट्स फाइबर और प्रोटीन्स मैंने इंक्रीज किए हुए और कार्ब्स को कम किया है। फैट्स फाइबर एंड प्रोटीन्स आर गोइंग टू गिव यू a fuller sensation for a longer period of time. But if you are going to have a high carbohydrate diet, the carbohydrates are going to get absorbed immediately. 2 घंटे के बाद आपको फिर से भूख लगेगी, understood? Whereas in calorie restriction, you're not going to face that. For example, I have a smoothie, very heavy smoothie in the morning. Until lunch, I can pull it on almost 5 to 6 hours. I'm not hungry during that time. Understood? Okay. So that is calorie restriction. तो calorie तो कम हो गए, but सही तरीके से कम हो गए. Understood? That is very, very important to understand. And always ask this question before starting anything. Can I do this lifelong? If the answer is a flat no, why do you want to explore it? Okay. Correct your environment. जैसे घर में कचरा पड़ा है, खारी टोस्ट बिस्किट्स एंड ऑल दैट वगैरह, अगर उसको निकाल देंगे, इफ यू रिप्लेस देम विद हेल्दी आइटम्स, दैट इज व्हाट इज गोइंग टू वर्क। एंड वर्क ऑन ऑल द पिलर्स ऑफ हेल्थ, सारे पिलर्स के बारे में हम लोग आगे बात करेंगे, ओके। एंड pills can be never be a long term solution for a lifestyle problem. Your lifestyle consists of so many things. एक गोली कैसे सॉल्व करेगी? वो आंसर, blood pressure is a lifestyle problem. BP medications are not going to address the root cause, it's just treating the symptom, that's it. So ये सॉल्यूशन के लिए हम लोग को रूट कॉज पे जाके काम करना पड़ेगा। एंड दीज आर रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल्स, ओके। ही इज अ पीडियाट्रिशियन, ओके। ही केम टू मी, मेरा 85 के नीचे कम हो गया तो आई विल बी हैप्पी, एंड ही आल्सो हैड अ लॉट ऑफ ifs and buts in his mind, but you see, if 5 inches down, no hunger pangs are gone, no anger issues. He had a short tempered, okay, personality, better sleep, high energy levels, better metabolism, okay. And this is what it is, okay. This is almost 1 year old testimonial. This is a right side one is almost 2.5 3 years old testimonial, okay. And these are busy people, both of them run their own hospitals, okay. They are busy, and this right sided guy is into bodybuilding now, okay. So this is what is possible. The second myth, okay, I get headaches, migraine, my cravings increase, my energy levels drop down, and probably you can add something to the list. So why this happens is because you're skipping meals, you're probably doing crash dieting, and you go into something called as hypoglycemia. Okay, उसकी वजह से होता है long hours of fasting. हाँ, किसी ने बताया हाँ 16 hours fasting करते हैं, intermittent fasting it works wonderfully, तो मैंने भी चालू कर दिया 16 hours fasting, and you start facing these headaches. Okay, dehydration. You're not having a good water intake. You are doing vigorous workouts और water intake कम है. Probably you are also on diuretics. उसकी वजह से भी ये डिहाइड्रेशन हो सकता है। एंड न्यूट्रिएंट डेफिशिएंसीज, ओके, कैन आल्सो लीड टू हेडेक्स, एंड आई हैव सीन दिस, ओके, like iron deficiency, magnesium, protein deficiency, these can actually lead to headaches. And of course, there are some triggers that people take: alcohol, caffeine, cheese, chocolates, meat. Most commonly, it is seen with alcohol. Okay, so these are some of the causes that you might have headaches. All right, and the solution is that do not skip meals. Okay, uh, if your carbs are going to be on a higher side, typically simple carbs, then you are going to face this problem. Okay, a lot of times what you will do is that your environment is polluted. रात रात को आप movies देख रहे हो, ठीक है, and that actually can give rise to headaches also. High on emotions, okay, if you're emotionally disturbed, on high on emotions, then this is also going to give rise to some headaches. Lack of sleep, this is very common, okay, and a lot of you must have faced this, that अगर नींद ठीक से नहीं हुए तो you next day जो है वो थोड़ा सा zonked जाता है. Hormonal shifts typically during the luteal phase, okay, तो उस टाइम पे मतलब जब पीरियड्स आते हैं, पीरियड्स के आने के बाद में फिर ल्यूटियल फेज होता है, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे लेस एस्ट्रोजन रहता है, ठीक है, सो लेस एस्ट्रोजन जब होता है, ठीक है, उस टाइम पे और मोर प्रोजेस्टेरोन जब रहता है, तो यू आर इन अ फेज ऑफ समथिंग कॉल्ड एज इंसुलिन रेजिस्टेंस, और वहां पे फिर क्रेविंग्स बढ़ने के चांसेस आपके बढ़ जाते हैं. गट बैक्टीरिया जो है, ठीक है, दैट ऑल्सो बैड बैक्टीरिया टिपिकली विल फीड ऑन शुगर. सो if let's say you are not having enough sugars, those bacteria are going to give rise to the cravings. Understood? These bacteria, okay, they use this sugar and they produce dopamine. Okay, and dopamine जो है, it is addictive. You want it again and again. It is the same feeling dopamine gives when you're, watching mobile again and again. You just can't go away from it. Same thing happens, with our gut bacteria also. If you're feeding the bad bacteria, okay, then it is going to produce dopamine. It is going to crave. You're going to crave for those kind of foods which your bacteria love. Okay, and of course, nutrient deficiencies like magnesium, protein, fiber deficiency, sodium deficiency. These are also going to give rise to cravings. The solution is this: avoid skipping meals, long gaps in meals, fasting जो है, ठीक है, इमीडिएटली नहीं करना है, थोड़ा सा शुरुआत में आप चेक करना, थोड़ा सा, इफ यू कैन डू 10 आवर्स 12 आवर्स फास्टिंग, फिर धीरे धीरे इंक्रीज करना रहेगा, तो यू कैन कैपिटलाइज ऑन दैट. हाइड्रेट वेल, reduce carbs as I have said earlier, increase your proteins, fats and fiber, get good sleep. Everybody struggles. I also struggle with sleep, but what I have understood is that 7 to 8 hours of sleep are very important, and we need to have a deep sleep. Very important. Okay, avoid those triggers that we mentioned earlier. Clean the environment. Okay, correct nutritional deficiencies. You may have to take supplements. Okay, and take supplements and rectify those nutritional deficiencies. Very, very important. But do not take synthetic supplements. Take natural ones. Be slow on fasting, as I said earlier. Engage in mood elevating activities. Practice meditation. ठीक है, आपको डांस अच्छा लगता है, करिए डांस. ठीक है, you want to hang around with some groups, hang around with them. Okay, practice meditation. This will help you to elevate your mood as well. Okay, and yes, you can have your cheat meal also, but keep it as a reward meal. Once in a week, cheat meal is fair enough. Okay, I also have it. So cheat meal नहीं करना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. Okay. And this is the person, I told on the right side. Okay, he started at 128 and he is currently at 104 kgs. And this guy, you can also see the transformation in his skin. Okay, you see the skin was so dark and he has become fairer. तो मैंने जो बताया था ना कि सही weight loss journey पे रहेंगे तो skin actually improve हो जाता है. ठीक है. So this is one of the real life examples. Okay, and you can see the fairer skin even on the testimonial on the left side. Okay, and these are real life examples who had cravings and they have conquered it completely. Okay, and so can you. And I lack motivation and I'm not consistent. Very common. Okay, and probably so a lot of people might say that yes, I'm not motivated, I'm not consistent. Okay, and the cause is this, because you are not getting consistent results. Okay, because you are not following a proper healthy lifestyle. You are following something which is temporary and the results are inconsistent. Because of that inconsistent result रहेगा तो आप you're not going to be consistent with it and you're going to leave it along the way. Okay, and yes, अटेम्प्ट ही जो किया वो हाफ हार्टेड अटेम्प्ट किया. ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत ट्राई करके देखते हैं, थोड़ा बहुत मैं वॉकिंग करके देखता हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत मैं साइकिलिंग करके देखता हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत मैं शुगर कट डाउन करता हूँ, मैं राइस कट डाउन करता हूँ. ये सब हाफ हार्टेड अटेम्प्ट जो है, ठीक है, वो आपने किए हुए हैं और उसे कुछ होता नहीं है. अंडरस्टूड. ओके, थोड़ा बहुत रिजल्ट मिलेगा बट लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा. अंडरस्टूड. एंड यू आर ट्राइंग टू डू इट ऑन योर ओन. सो आई टेल यू दैट वन इज टू स्मॉलर नंबर टू अचीव सक्सेस. मतलब अकेले करने को जाएंगे तो वो मोटिवेशन आना बहुत मुश्किल है. आई गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. ओके, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, यू गाइस, मोस्ट ऑफ यू मस्ट हैव डन योर ग्रेजुएशन. ड्यूरिंग आवर ग्रेजुएशन मोर और लेस वी स्टडीड आवरसेल्व्स. अगर पढ़ाई जो किया है वो आपने खुद से किया हुआ है, किसी ने चाबुक से मार के आपको जोर जबरदस्ती पढ़ाई करने के लिए नहीं बोला है. ठीक है, आपने खुद से ही किया हुआ है. सो जस्ट इमेजिन इफ यू आर इन अ डिफरेंट सिचुएशन. लेट्स से इफ यू गॉट एडमिशन फॉर एमबीबीएस और इंजीनियरिंग और व्हाटएवर. ठीक है, बट देयर इज नो कॉलेज. Okay, and there are no students, there are no teachers, you are on your own, you are given the books and you are told you study on your own and give exams after 1 year. Now what is the probability that you will pass the exams? It is very less. Very less. Understood. Almost 95% of them will not do it. So क्या चेंज हो गया? क्या चेंज हो गया? पहले केस में आपने पढ़ाई खुद से किया, दूसरे केस में आपने पढ़ाई खुद से नहीं किया. The change is community. Okay, so community में change हो गया. So what matters is not only a healthy lifestyle but a community support also makes a lot of difference. पहला जो केस था उसमें एक मेडिकल कॉलेज था, वहां पे टीचर्स थे, मेरे बैचमेट्स थे, मेरे सीनियर्स थे, मेरे जूनियर्स थे. हम लोग ने एक दूसरे को देखकर पढ़ाई किया. वो पढ़ाई कर रहा है, मैं भी पढ़ाई करूंगा, मुझे भी पास होना है वरना मैं पीछे छूट जाऊंगी. ठीक है, मुझे केटी नहीं चाहिए एंड ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला. ये सारा मोटिवेशन जो था वो कम्युनिटी के वजह से आया. वो कम्युनिटी है ही नहीं जब आप अकेले कर रहे हो वेट लॉस प्रोग्राम पे. ठीक है, कि मैंने वड़ा पाव खाया क्या, मैंने समोसा खाया, किसने देखा? किसी ने नहीं देखा. So there is no community, there is no accountability. And that is the reason most of the people who are trying themselves on their own without a coach or without a community support, most of them, they are going to fail. All right. So work with the community, and these are the people who work with the community, and they have achieved the results. Okay, so I will very strongly recommend be a part of a community, and that is what is going to help you. Okay, so these were some of the myths which we want to address. Now we have addressed the myths. Now let's talk about the health goals. Okay, probably you have some health goal in your life. Okay, ये webinar आप attend कर रहे हो तो आपका कुछ goal है, इसके लिए आप attend कर रहे हो, ऐसे ही नहीं आप attend कर रहे हो. So probably you want weight loss, you want to fit in the clothes of your choice, better energy levels, reverse or prevent diabetes, blood pressure, thyroid, PCOS. You want to track, you want to do marathons, you want to travel around the world. Stress कम करना है, sleep को अच्छा करना है, better digestion चाहिए, improved heart condition, and you can add so many things, okay, to the list. Okay, but probably some of you have these goals in your mind. Okay, now I want you to type in the chat box. Let's say if you achieve your goal, let's say मेरा 20 kg कम हो गया, let's say मेरा ये हो गया, वो हो गया, आपकी लाइफ में क्या चेंज हो जाएगा? कैन यू टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स व्हाट विल चेंज? ओके, सब चैट बॉक्स में आप टाइप करना. ठीक है, आपका प्रोबेबली वेट कम हो गया, आपका पीरियड्स इरेगुलर था, वो पीरियड्स आपका कम हो गया, आपको चेहरे पे एक्ने आते थे, आपके एक्ने आना कम हो गए. ठीक है, आपका चेहरे का ग्लो बढ़ गया, आपका एनर्जी लेवल्स बढ़ गया. पहले घर के काम करने में भी डिफिकल्टी हो रहा था, लेकिन अभी घर के काम में आसानी से कर सकती हूँ. ठीक है, देन probably your work efficiency at your work increase. So ये सारे changes अगर हो गए, how it is going to change your life? Okay, what will change in your life? Type in the chat box. And Dr. Santi, you can just
Yes.
let me know what all responses we are getting.
We will be waiting for the responses.
Okay, fine. We are all right.
Yeah. So most it's like some people have said that they want to be happy and healthy, and they would probably want to transform into a new person with
Correct.
the changes.
Correct. The most
It's
important
most.
thing, yeah, go ahead.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, the most important thing that people will say is that if they achieve their health goals, they are going to be more happy. Okay. This is what we are striving for. All right, happiness. Okay, you are going to be more happy and you are going to be more confident about yourself. Okay, and this is an emotional thing. और happiness जो है वो खरीदी नहीं जा सकती, वो आपको experience ही करना पड़ेगा. Okay, it is something which you can't buy. Understood? Okay, so this is very important. So let's talk about what should I do. Okay, and we have quickly glanced through it. Okay, because we have already discussed a lot of things, and I'll just brush up what all things we should do. And we are confused because there are so many things which we have already discussed earlier. ठीक है, इससे हम लोग गुमराह हो जाते हैं. ठीक है, कि ये सब चीजें हैं, और ह्यूमन माइंड इज सच कि दे वांट टू गो थ्रू द पाथ ऑफ लीस्ट रेजिस्टेंस. तो जिससे जल्दी फटाफट रिजल्ट मुझको मिल जाएगा, बस उसमें जाने का है. ठीक है, but I'm telling you a healthy lifestyle, okay, is the fastest way that you can actually achieve this. Okay, what you need is a lifestyle change. Okay, and it must be simple, easy to follow, and sustainable. Okay, and here comes the 6 pillars of health. Always work on these 6 pillars. Okay, diet, exercise, stress, sleep, environment, belongingness. और इसमें से पहले 4 pillars जो है diet, exercise, stress, and sleep, these are very important. Okay, and we'll talk about it how we are going to work. So we are going to work in 3 phases. 3 phase में काम करना है. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. In phase 1 we are going to work on 4 pillars of health. Okay, phase 1 जो है that is 1 month, phase 2 जो है 2 months, and phase 3 is 1 year. Okay, so how we are going to work in phase 1, we are going to work on these 4 pillars, that is diet, exercise, stress, and sleep. जैसे गाड़ी में 4 टायर होते हैं, चारों में हवा भरनी चाहिए, वैसे हमारे हेल्थ के 4 पिलर्स है और चारों में हवा भरनी चाहिए. So if you have tried something in diet earlier, basically आपने एक ही टायर में हवा भरा. If you have just tried workouts, basically आपने एक ही टायर में हवा भरा. या फिर डाइट और एक्सरसाइज जो है 2 टायर में हवा भरा. बट अगर स्ट्रेस और स्लीप आपका हाई साइड पे है, if it is on a higher side, then those 2 tires are punctured. You tell me, if you fill air only in 2 tires, is the car going to run properly, smoothly for a long period of time? The answer is a flat no. It is not going to run. So you will get results, but you will gain it back again. But if you fill air in all the 4 tires in the right way, then the car is actually going to run for a long period of time. Okay, and this is what we do in phase 1. Okay, so people send us food collage, calorie charting, and all that. Okay, we manage it. We identify what mistakes they are making, and then we'll rectify them. So this is phase 1. Phase two means we are going to build habits. Okay, now once you build the habits, okay, then it becomes like a no-brainer. It's just like brushing your teeth. Okay, phase one में चार टायर में हवा भरा. Phase two, it's just about driving the car very smoothly, effortlessly. Okay, so you should be in the habit building phase. Okay, once you have built the habits, you have to be lifelong in this phase. Like for example, I have lost my weight in 2015. I never, regained it back. The reason I have not regained it back because the changes which I did in 2015, I still follow them. Understood. Okay. So this is the way that you have to work in phase two, build habits and be in this phase, never come out of this phase. Okay. Third is phase three, which is environment and belongingness. Okay. So belongingness is nothing but a power of community. We already spoke. What is the power of a community? Take the help of a coach and community. That will be very helpful. And environment also, we already spoke because we talked about cleaning the environment, like, cutting off the sweets, khari, toast, biscuits, cakes, chocolates from our house, replacing them with some healthy items. That is going to help you. Okay, so this is phase three. So there are a lot of people who have worked, in this format, and I'm just going to present a few of them. All right, and you can just glance through it, but I have to highlight this lady on the right lower side. Dr. Parvati, and she has lost around 15-16 kgs, but you see 10 inches of belly fat loss, 38 inch uska size tha, 28 inch pe aayi, double XL se she came to small size. Understood. And now, she can shop anything which she wants. All right. Complete transformation. All right. So that is what is possible. So, usually what we do for our clients is that we give the customized diet plan. We have a, and any good program should include actually these things. Okay. They should have counseling because सिर्फ diet plan देके नहीं होता है. There are a lot of obstacles you will face along the way. And वो obstacles को face करने के लिए there has to be a coach who will address it, okay, in the right way. So counseling is very important. Workouts, meditation, salad recipes, soup recipes, supplementation, workshops. Now a lot of people will, be against supplementation. But that's a different topic of discussion altogether. Okay, but supplements are extremely essential these days. Okay, it is very difficult because the kind of toxins that we are exposed to is very high these days. We are exposed to more than 3,000 chemicals on a daily basis. उसको detoxify करना पड़ता है हमारे बॉडी में, लीवर को, और उसके लिए एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स लगते हैं. So the requirement of our, nutrients has increased and the quality of food has dropped down. The nutrition gap has increased a lot and it cannot be managed just through food. We need supplementation. Very important. Okay. There are workshops, community challenges that we run. Okay. And you can get actually, all these things and it can help you. Okay. So good. So we have come to the end of the presentation and at the end, you have two options. The first option is do it on your own. आई विल स्टिल डू इट ऑन माई ओन. मैं एकलव्य हूं, मैं खुद से करूंगा. ठीक है. हाँ, मेरा गुरु को मैं फोटो लगाऊंगा और मैं खुद से करूंगा. ठीक है. वो एकलव्य. वेरी फ्यू पीपल, 1 in 100 million. Okay, fine. You want to do it on your own, go ahead and do it. Okay. Option number 2 is I want to take professional help and fix this problem once and for all with a long-term sustainable solution. All right. So you can type in the chat box how many of you are actually looking for a professional help and want to fix or end this battle of weight loss journey once and for all. आपको खत्म करना है ये जो जर्नी चल रहा है ना. ठीक है, 2 साल हो गया, 3 साल, खत्म करना है. टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स. ओके, सजाए काला पानी चल रही है भले, या फिर थोड़ा सा वो डॉग था ना, उतना ज्यादा पेन नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है, वैसा आपका है, लेकिन पेन को खत्म कर डालना है. ठीक है, you want to fix this, you want to end this battle, you want to live that life of your dreams, you want to wear the clothes of your choice, you want to trek, you want to go there, you want to roam around the world, you want to get rid of those knee pains. Type in the chat box if you are looking for a professional help. Okay, and Dr. Sayanti, you can just let me know what are the responses.
Absolutely. So we do have, active participation from the audience so far. They have been responding to your questions, even after we have moved on with the next slide. There have been a lot of responses to each and every question so far. So
Good.
here also we see people responding saying that they want professional help. And
Correct.
people they want to understand also how to seek this professional help.
Correct. We'll come to it. All right. And it is actually a very simple thing that you take a help of an expert who knows in and out about it and do it. You save so much amount of money, you save so much amount of time also. Okay. So that is common sense. So if you're looking for professional help, there are two options. Okay. Doconline is actually doing a wonderful job. You have already seen their video in the beginning, the kind of work that they are doing. Okay. So if you have logged in through Doconline and you have connection with them, please get in touch with somebody who has invited you on this platform through Doconline. And there are some people, if you want to connect with me, all right, then we are sharing a link in the chat box. You can fill up a health sheet. Okay. And once you fill up the health sheet, then I will get in connection with you personally. Okay. So these are the two options. You can either connect with Doc Online, all right, or you can click the link in the chat box and then connect with us. So Dr. Sayanti, can you drop down the link in the chat box so that people have the accessibility to the link?
Yes, I have shared that link and I think it is accessible to all at the moment.
Very good. So good. So one last question, which is the best time to act on your health, today or tomorrow? And I'm sure I don't have to tell the answer. Okay, you know the answer better. Okay, but yes, those who are looking for the answer today, they will take the action and get started with the bank. Okay, so good. So we are done with the discussion. Thank you very much for being patient, being audience. I'm really sorry I overshot my time a little bit by 5 to 10 minutes, but I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much.